As much as there are flaws within Security Breach of Five Nights at Freddy's, the cast of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, Steel Studios, well done on that. Ladies and gentlemen, SmackNPie here, and welcome to a rather new series here on the channel. I'm still working out what do I call it and what am I gonna do here. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I've talked about it on my Twitter. You can follow me there at SmackNPie. But there are a couple animatronics, aka characters, from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach that I feel like have so much potential and could make a great prequel DLC for Security Breach. I know they still have to finish the bugs and whatnot before we can even talk about DLC. We're not even in the vicinity of talking about DLC, considering the state of the game. I mean, by and large, on a bigger picture, it's done and dusted, it's completely out. Mostly the game is fine. I'm talking about gameplay-wise, because I've already stated my opinion on the matter at hand, considering the lore and whatnot in the video that I did on Security Breach review. But there are two characters in specific, or one that I like the most. They are the Daycare Attendant. And I wanted to talk about these two characters because I was recently just looking around Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach stuff, just seeing, and I come across these two characters, the Daycare Attendant, specifically Moon. I know Moondrop is the part of the candies, but my god, Moon specifically, so good. He is so good. Like, apart from the lackluster overall role that they play, both Sun and Moon, in the story, the small role that they had within the game, well done, Steel Studios. Clap it up for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Just the transition from Sun to Moon, just them both being very strict about the rules. Not breaking that line. Yeah, you gotta follow the rules. The dark story that we can take with these two characters, because they are Daycare Attendants, and Sun's energetic and upbeat characteristic personality and Moon's dark, yet still a little caring personality. Like, both, yeah, sure, I mean, they're animatronics, they're, hunting kids, whatever, and they're punished, I'm talking about the Moon, if they're naughty and whatnot, but still, they have respect for the rules and policies being put in place for the better of the kids. And if you read the lore and if you pay attention in the daycare itself, where the generators, the play area, where the generators were, first of all, why would you put generators in there? Like, this question, why generators were there in the first place, is amongst some of the most important questions in Five Nights at Freddy's lore. But ladies and gentlemen, like, all jokes aside, seriously, if Steel Studios ever consider making like 6 DLCs, because they can, first of all, and number 2, Daycare Attendant DLC should be one of them. Daycare, taking care of the kids and whatnot. If you remember, kids were having trouble sleeping after their visit to the daycare. Both, it is understandable with the lights off. But boys, they couldn't sleep even with the lights on because of the trauma that was inflicted by Sun, the counterpart of a Moon. Like, even when we were done with Moon and we opened all the generators, Sun wasn't happy with us, and he was like, "You're banned." Why you were banned? Because we were a rule breaker. When we entered, Sun clearly said, "Hey, don't turn off the lights. Do whatever you want. Don't turn off the lights. Be my friend. Hey, we're gonna play, we're gonna chill, we're gonna hang around. I'm gonna be the best friend you'll ever have. But don't you freaking dare turn off the lights." We, by accident, by the way, it was an accident. Gregory, by accident, turned off the light, and it was rule breaker. That was the last thing Sun remembered before turning into Moon. So if there's ever a DLC or books, I really want them to go all in with this daycare package. You can make some dark stories with these two suckers. How Sun can be what seems to be the good of the two, but yet he's laying that groundwork for Moon to come and do his dirty work at night. Pause on that, we're talking about kids here, let's not do some illegal stuff here. We can even include orphans in here, we can include the homeless kids from the streets. Gregory is one of them, of course, as we know. I should have said spoilers alert, but hey, spoilers alert at the beginning. Even Moon, he keeps chasing you at the end of each hour when it's night and we get to charge station and whatnot. It's sick, but it is such an underutilized characters. Like, there's no one more I love from the Security Breach cast, except for few, I'll not talk about them yet here, than the Daycare Attendant. So if they ever make a DLC, I want that DLC or book to tackle the origins of Sun and Moon, how their personalities came to be. And I want to see the pain behind these animatronics. I want to see the backstory, the sad story that made them who they are. Why, even being so strict and Moon being Nightmare in and of itself, they still have this soft side to them. They still have this caring and a loving side to them. The respect for the rules, the respect for the daycare itself. That is something that I want the Steel Studios or any other artist book to explore canon-wise. Books, games, does not matter, ladies and gentlemen. These two must be protected at all costs, and if there is ever a sequel, I need to see them morph into and transform into like FNAF 6-ish animatronics. Daycare Attendant going all nightmare mode, that's my jam, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, I don't know what we're gonna call this series, but it's basically gonna be from the games that we play here, like Poppy Playtime, Daughters of Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy, and the characters that had potential or are not in the game but could be in the game. I don't know. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know your thoughts and theories on Daycare Attendants, Moon, Sun. What do you think about them? How do you feel about them? I know we've passed security breach stuff, but hey, conversation still can go on for years until we get something official. So, subscribe, follow me to Instagram, that is SmackNPie, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and peace.